Some gadgets don't look dangerous, they don't look illegal, they don't even look suspicious, but depending on where you live, owning them can bring serious trouble. In this video, we're counting down 30 gadgets that are often called illegal or heavily restricted, not because they are evil devices, but because they sit at the edge of privacy, safety, and law. Some are banned in many countries, some are legal only for professionals, others are legal to buy, but illegal to use. This video is made strictly for education and awareness. Nothing here is advice, promotion, or instruction. If you enjoy deep tech breakdowns like this, like the video, subscribe, and let's begin the countdown. Number 30. Digital Night Vision Scope. A digital night vision scope allows people to see in extremely low light or complete darkness by using infrared sensors and digital processing. On the surface, it seems like a harmless piece of outdoor or wildlife equipment. The reason it feels wrong to own is because darkness is a natural boundary, and this device removes it completely. In many countries, night vision is legal only under specific conditions, especially when paired with weapons or surveillance activities. Authorities worry about misuse, trespassing, and monitoring without consent. The technology itself is impressive, but the ethical concerns around privacy and safety are what push it into controversial territory for everyday consumers. Number 29. FPV Racing Drone. FPV racing drones give pilots a real-time first-person view through goggles, creating an immersive flying experience. These drones are built for speed, agility, and precision, which is exactly why governments pay close attention to them. While racing itself is legal in many areas, FPV drones are often misused for surveillance, illegal recording, or entering restricted zones. Because they are fast and difficult to track, enforcement becomes challenging. That's why strict registration, flight rules, and penalties exist. Owning one feels uncomfortable because a fun hobby can easily turn into a serious legal violation without the owner realizing it. Number 28. Advanced RF Bug Detector. An advanced RF bug detector scans radio frequencies to locate hidden transmitters, microphones, or tracking devices. These tools are widely used by corporate security teams and investigative professionals. The uncomfortable part is that the only reason such devices exist is because illegal surveillance exists. In some countries, owning one without professional justification raises suspicion, as it suggests fear of being monitored or involvement in sensitive activities. While defensive in nature, RF detectors are closely associated with espionage, counter-surveillance, and secrecy. That connection alone makes this gadget feel unsettling, even when used for legitimate personal privacy concerns. Number 27. Tactical Pen. A tactical pen looks like an ordinary writing pen, but is reinforced with heavy-duty materials and designed for self-defense. Some models include pointed tips or glass-breaking features. Many countries classify tactical pens as concealed weapons because they disguise a defensive tool as a harmless object. Carrying one in public places, government buildings, or airports can lead to confiscation or legal trouble. The issue isn't that it's a pen, it's that concealment removes transparency. Lawmakers generally oppose any object designed to hide its true purpose, which is why tactical pens are often restricted or banned. Number 26. Ballistic Shield Panel. Ballistic shield panels are designed to stop or slow bullets and are commonly used by military units and law enforcement. While protective equipment sounds harmless, civilian ownership of high-grade ballistic gear raises concerns. Authorities often associate it with preparation for violent confrontation rather than self-defense. In some regions, owning body armor is restricted when linked to criminal intent or suspicious behavior. The shield itself doesn't harm anyone, but it represents escalation. That's why owning ballistic protection as a civilian can feel wrong, especially when laws start questioning why someone feels the need for such extreme defense. Number 25. Secret Compartment Container, Car Key. A secret compartment container disguised as a car key is designed to hide small items discreetly. While manufacturers market them as clever storage solutions, law enforcement often associates them with smuggling or concealment of illegal materials. During searches or traffic stops, these items immediately raise suspicion. Even when nothing illegal is found, the presence of hidden compartments suggests intent to hide something. That's why this gadget feels uncomfortable to own. It may be legal in some places, but socially and legally, it often places the owner under unnecessary scrutiny. Number 24. Proxmark 3. RFID/NFC tool. Proxmark 3 is a powerful device used to analyze, read, and emulate RFID and NFC systems. Security professionals rely on it to test access control vulnerabilities and improve system safety. Outside of that professional context, however, the device becomes controversial. It can potentially clone cards or interact with secure systems, which raises serious legal concerns. Many countries restrict its use to authorized individuals or organizations. Owning such a tool without certification or permission can imply malicious intent, even if none exists. This makes Proxmark 3 one of the most sensitive gadgets on this list. Number 23. USB Rubber Ducky. The USB rubber ducky looks like an ordinary USB flash drive, but it behaves like a keyboard that can execute pre-programmed commands. In cybersecurity, it is used for penetration testing with full authorization. Outside that environment, it becomes a serious security threat. Plugging it into a computer without permission can violate computer misuse laws instantly. Because of its deceptive appearance, owning one feels wrong to many people. It represents how easily trust can be exploited through hardware that looks harmless, making it a symbol of modern digital vulnerability. Number 22. Wi-Fi de-other jammer. Wi-Fi de-other and jamming devices are designed to disrupt wireless connections by forcing devices off a network. In most countries, interfering with communication signals is illegal because it affects not only private users, but also businesses and emergency services. Even brief use can cause widespread disruption. That's why these devices are heavily restricted or outright banned. Owning one feels wrong because it gives the user the power to affect others without consent. Wireless communication is regulated infrastructure, and tampering with it carries serious legal consequences almost everywhere. Number 21. High heat torch flamethrower kit. High heat torches and flamethrower-style kits generate extreme flames and temperatures. While some versions are used for industrial or agricultural purposes, consumer ownership raises major safety concerns. Fire spreads unpredictably, and misuse can cause serious damage or injury. Many countries regulate or ban these devices due to their weapon-like nature, even where legal, permits, or strict controls often apply. The discomfort comes from the fact that such power exists outside professional environments. A tool capable of massive destruction simply doesn't feel appropriate as a casual consumer gadget. Number 20. Concealed blade. A concealed blade is designed to hide a knife inside an everyday object like a pen, belt, or keychain. In many legal systems, concealment itself makes the weapon illegal, regardless of intent. Lawmakers view hidden blades as inherently deceptive and dangerous. Unlike openly carried tools, concealed blades remove warning and accountability. That's why they are banned in many countries without exception. Owning one feels wrong because it serves no transparent purpose. It exists solely to surprise, and surprise is exactly what weapon laws are designed to prevent. Number 19. Industrial-grade pepper. Industrial-grade pepper products go far beyond normal culinary use and are often extremely concentrated. Some forms are classified as chemical irritants rather than food products. Improper handling can cause serious harm, and possession without proper authorization may violate safety regulations. Authorities are cautious because such substances can be repurposed for harmful use. The reason this gadget feels wrong is scale. When something ordinary becomes extreme, it stops being harmless. At high concentrations, even common materials can become dangerous, and the law often steps in to control that risk. Number 18. Security tag remover magnet. Security tag remover magnets are designed to detach anti-theft tags from retail products. Possession alone is often considered evidence of intent to steal. Retailers and law enforcement treat these devices very seriously because they directly undermine loss prevention systems. There are almost no legitimate reasons for private individuals to own one. Even if never used, simply having it can lead to legal trouble. This gadget feels wrong because its purpose is clear and narrow. It exists to bypass security, and laws reflect that reality with strict penalties. Number 17. Telescopic baton. A telescopic baton collapses into a compact size and extends into a rigid impact weapon. Many countries classify it as an offensive weapon rather than a defensive tool. Carrying one for self-defense is rarely accepted legally. The concern is that batons are designed to cause serious injury. Their concealability also adds to the risk. That's why telescopic batons are banned or restricted in many regions. Owning one feels wrong because it's difficult to justify its presence outside law enforcement or professional security contexts, where strict training and accountability exist. Number 16. Wi-Fi/router password auditing kit. Wi-Fi auditing kits are used to test network security by identifying weak passwords or vulnerabilities. In professional cybersecurity, they help improve protection. Without written permission, however, using such tools is illegal in most jurisdictions. Even ownership can raise questions if the user lacks certification. The issue is consent. Networks belong to someone, and accessing them without approval violates privacy and computer misuse laws. This gadget feels wrong to own casually because it requires ethical responsibility and legal authority, not just technical curiosity. Number 15. Portable voice changer scrambler. Portable voice changers alter a person's voice in real time, masking identity or changing tone. While often used for entertainment or research, they can also facilitate fraud, harassment, or impersonation. Because of this, some regions regulate their use, especially in communication contexts. The discomfort comes from anonymity. When identity can be easily hidden, accountability weakens. That's why voice scramblers exist in a gray area between novelty and risk. Owning one feels wrong when its primary value lies in concealing who someone truly is. Number 14. High-end thermal imaging camera. High-end thermal imaging cameras detect heat signatures through surfaces and objects. While useful for inspections and rescue operations, misuse can violate privacy laws. Scanning private property without consent is illegal in many places. Additionally, advanced thermal technology may be subject to export restrictions. The reason this gadget feels wrong is that it allows users to see what was never meant to be seen. Heat reveals presence, activity, and movement. Without strict ethical boundaries, this technology can easily cross into invasive surveillance territory. Number 13. Miniature long-life GPS tracker. Miniature GPS trackers are small, powerful, and capable of tracking locations for long periods. While legal for tracking personal property or vehicles you own, they become illegal when used to track people without consent. Many countries have strict anti-stalking and surveillance laws. The device itself is neutral, but misuse is common and serious. That's why owning one feels uncomfortable. It represents how easily technology can invade personal freedom. Intent defines legality, and that uncertainty makes this gadget controversial. Number 12. Hidden camera USB/AC adapter. Hidden cameras disguised as USB chargers or power adapters are illegal in many countries due to privacy laws. Recording people without consent, especially in private spaces, is a serious offense. Authorities take these devices very seriously because they are designed specifically to deceive. There is little room for legitimate use outside controlled professional environments. Owning one feels wrong because deception is built into the product. It exists to watch without being seen, which directly conflicts with fundamental privacy rights. Number 11. Taser/stun gun. Tasers and stun guns deliver high-voltage electric shocks intended to incapacitate a person. Many countries classify them as prohibited weapons or require special permits for ownership. Misuse can cause serious injury or death. Because of this risk, laws surrounding electric weapons are strict. Even where legal, carrying one in public may be restricted. Owning such a device feels wrong because it places serious physical power into untrained hands. The law treats electric force with the same seriousness as other weapons. Number 10. High-powered laser pointer. High-powered laser pointers can cause permanent eye damage in a fraction of a second. Pointing them at vehicles or aircraft is considered a major criminal offense worldwide. Even ownership above certain power levels may be restricted. The danger lies in how deceptively small the device is compared to the harm it can cause. That imbalance is what makes this gadget uncomfortable. It looks like a toy, but behaves like a weapon. Laws exist to prevent irreversible harm caused by misuse or carelessness. Number 09. GPS signal jammer. GPS signal jammers block satellite-based positioning signals. These devices are illegal in most countries because they interfere with navigation systems used by emergency services, aviation, and transportation. Even short-term use can have serious consequences. Authorities treat jammers as threats to public safety. Owning one feels wrong because it disrupts shared infrastructure relied on by everyone. Unlike personal gadgets, jammers affect the surrounding environment. That external impact is why the law comes down hard on these devices almost everywhere. Number 8. Ethernet/network tap. An Ethernet or network tap intercepts data flowing through wired connections. In professional environments, they are used for diagnostics or security monitoring with authorization. Without permission, intercepting data violates privacy and data protection laws. Wired networks carry sensitive information, and unauthorized access is treated seriously. Owning such a device casually feels wrong because it implies the ability to see what isn't yours. The law prioritizes data privacy, and tools that bypass it are tightly controlled. Number 7. Professional lockpicking set. Lockpicking sets are legitimate tools for locksmiths and security professionals. For everyone else, possession can imply intent to break into property. Some countries restrict ownership entirely, while others allow it only with professional licensing. The problem is perception and risk. Locks protect private spaces, and tools designed to defeat them raise immediate concerns. Owning a lockpicking set feels wrong because it challenges trust in physical security. Context matters, and without clear justification, legality becomes questionable. Number 6. Hacker F1. HackRF1 is a software-defined radio device capable of transmitting and receiving a wide range of radio frequencies. It is used in research and security testing. Unauthorized transmission, however, violates national communication laws. Radio spectrum is heavily regulated, and interference can affect critical services. Owning HackRF1 without understanding or authorization can lead to serious legal trouble. This gadget feels wrong because it offers power over invisible infrastructure. Radio waves may be unseen, but the laws governing them are strict and unforgiving. Number 5. Through-wall listening device. Through-wall listening devices amplify sound vibrations from solid surfaces. While sometimes used in search and rescue or professional investigations, unauthorized use violates wiretapping and privacy laws. Listening to conversations without consent is illegal in many countries. The discomfort comes from invisibility. People expect walls to provide privacy. This gadget removes that protection. Owning it feels wrong because it undermines a basic assumption of personal space and confidentiality that society depends on. Number 4. Faraday phone box pouch. Faraday phone pouches block all wireless signals, preventing communication and tracking. While legal in many regions, they are controversial due to potential misuse. Blocking signals can prevent emergency calls or enable evasion of accountability. Authorities are cautious because these devices interfere with connectivity that modern society relies on. Owning one feels wrong not because it's illegal everywhere, but because it isolates devices intentionally. In certain contexts, that isolation raises serious ethical and legal questions. Number 3. Pinhole camera module. Pinhole cameras are extremely small and easy to hide. Their size makes them particularly dangerous for privacy violations. Many countries strictly regulate or ban their use in private spaces. The issue is consent and awareness. People cannot protect themselves from what they cannot see. Owning a pinhole camera feels wrong because it exists primarily to observe without detection. Laws surrounding surveillance are clear. Hidden recording crosses ethical and legal boundaries quickly. Number 2. High-resolution borescope camera. Borescope cameras are designed for inspecting machinery, pipes, and hard-to-reach areas. When misused, they can invade private spaces. Looking into walls, ceilings, or enclosed areas without permission can violate privacy laws. The technology itself is neutral, but its portability increases misuse risk. Owning one casually feels wrong because it blurs the line between inspection and intrusion. Professional tools demand professional responsibility, and without that context, legality becomes uncertain. Number 01. Flipper Zero. Flipper Zero is a compact multi-tool capable of interacting with digital systems, signals, and protocols. It is powerful, flexible, and widely misunderstood. While legal to own in many regions, misuse can quickly become illegal. Its popularity has made authorities cautious. The reason it tops this list is not what it is, but what it enables. When powerful tools become accessible without education or ethics, risk increases. That combination makes Flipper Zero one of the most controversial gadgets today. Technology is not the problem. Intent is. If this video helped you understand the hidden side of modern gadgets, like the video, subscribe and comment which one surprised you most. Stay informed, stay responsible. See you in the next one.